There are some in complete denial that
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
Anyway, that's how I escaped from space prison. Oh, scary place.
It is Photoshop, but it's has to be. It is Photoshop, but it's
This looks fun.
it is
Are you
Photoshop,
going to the
but
moon?
It's
has to
just boring
It is Photoshop,
space stuff
but
for
it's
babies, Daddy. It's not
It is
real.
Photoshop, but it's has to be. It is Photoshop, but it's has to be. It is Photoshop, but it's has to be. It is Photoshop, but it's has to be.
And topping this half hour, a new billboard in Detroit causing a lot of controversy.
Looks like you're in a the shot is so clear. Is this a home? Are you in space? Oh yeah, I got. Oh yeah, I got. Oh yeah.
And there was much rejoicing.
Everyone, look at your hair.
Earth is flat.
I can do that. Oh yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, I can do that. Watch this.
Earth is flat.
Have you seen him on the talk shows?
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story.
Earth is flat.
Think the Earth is flat?
Galileo, you know the guy from Believe the Earth is Flat.
It wasn't a question. I just want to tell everyone to the flat Earth.
Earth is flat.
Yep, that's absolutely true. The movie Gravity.
The law of gravity is nonsense.
It kind of flattens out.
Flat Earth in flat Earth in flat Earth in Earth is flat. Earth is flat. Earth is flat. Flat Earth in Earth is flat.
Is flat.
Earth is flat. Earth is flat.
I'm not representing the globe.
And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake. I kind of like the absurdity of that.
If you were able to look through the perspective of a person who thinks the world is flat, you would see this.
The person feels enlightened.
The North Pole is right here in the center. The continents splayed out over this plain. And here on the edges, you run into a 150-foot wall of ice.
That's my conversion, yeah, I dabble around it. So what's with the flat Earth thing?
Eddie, like a lot of people are like, Eddie, really? But tell us why.
And the person feels enlightened.
And how far that ice goes outwards. And when people try to go down there, they get turned away.
Light in the sky that move around just above the Earth's surface. Percent of Americans agree with the statement, I have always believed the world is round. 84%. And if you're 18 to 24, that's more like 66%, which is like dangerously close to half
Of gravity and physics. This video is not a debunk of flat Earth theory. That doesn't need to happen. That shouldn't need to happen. What the world is flat. So the plane wasn't dipping. The level was flat. Even though literally in elementary school, I was taught that Christopher Columbus and like his voyage was somehow to prove that the Earth was round or maybe it was flat, and that there was like some debate around that. That's actually a total legend, and I have no idea why I was taught that in elementary school. How did that happen? I actually am genuinely curious. Like, how did that happen? So, really flat, really flat, really flat. But then eventually it died out until just a few years ago.
And the person feels...
I think we're in the middle of a massive experiment worldwide. And that
where
is...
are the guinea pigs?
Maybe. The experiment is, will people listen? People. Cautions. These are warnings offered by scientists for our own good. And it seems to me, if we all freak out, right, live in a life lived in fear is a life lived. So people on by, and then we kicked its ass. So you don't want to. I'm just.
I hope we win.
On by.
And then
we.
Okay.
Yes.
The atmosphere looks incredibly flat.
Astronauts are really, really good at making pictures in space that look like you've never left the planet.
Stuff in space.
Moments when you're there and you're looking out of a window and your thoughts stray sort of elsewhere, so slightly more philosophical things about who we are and our place in the world and all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look out at the Earth, especially when you're in space for long periods of time, there's a couple of things that I think about. One is the atmosphere looks incredibly flat, fragile, almost like a contact lens over.
We see too far. Way too far.
Well, I'm telling you now, the Earth is definitely flat. This is what you call a close sun. It's only just behind them clouds.
Sure, no problem. We actually have been working on it for months.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society. The Flat Earth Society. Where's the cover check?
If you were able to look through the perspective of a person who thinks the world is flat, you would see this. The North Pole is right here in the center.
And a very correct one.
Earth was flat.
Is the world flat?
The world was flat.
Y'all know it's a flat, right?
Of course it's flat.
We were always told that the world is flat.
Flat, right? The world is flat.
Flat after all.
The world, she's flat.
The Earth was flat.
World is flat? Like a pancake?
Someone else says it's flat.
Flat Earth at this flat, beautiful land. Flat Earth.
The flat Earth on a clock.
Sure, I know the world is flat.
Well, so do I. Everybody knows that.
The Earth is flat.
The world is flat.
Flat Earth.
Flatland.
Flat!
That is perfectly flat. Flat. Now,
It's flat.
Absolutely flat.
Flatline.
What if the Earth is in fact flat?
The world was flat.
You got any gum?
Flat Earth on it.
Dude, stop saying that.
Myself included, flat earthers.
Thing he called a cotton gin. His name was Whitney, and they called him a crackpot, too. And they said the same thing about a man called Watney. And before that, there was a man who thought the world was round.
Get started with sheep, and you bring them to your homestead this spring.
Hey.
What? The Earth is flat.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Tunes?
The point of this, it's funded. It's funded by a certain group of people.
Guarantee.
They would have got to me. Now I'd like to proceed in my official capacity to you as legally elected representative of Royal Order of the Raccoons.